Meghan Markle is the latest addition to the royal family. On the 19th of May 2018, she married 6th in line to the throne Prince Harry. Her official title is Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex, and while that's pretty fancy schmancy, it's a far cry from Queen. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I'm asking, what if Meghan Markle became Queen? Before we get into this video, I just want to ask you guys who you think should be the next Queen of England if the line of succession wasn't a thing. Also, why don't you hit that thumbs up button if you like our video, and also if you want to make Slytherin Queen Rebecca Felgate very happy. I know that you do. You must. Let's start by saying that Meghan isn't even a princess, so her journey to Queen would probably be nigh on impossible. While Lady Diana Spencer, Harry's mother, was made a princess after marrying Prince Charles in 1981, Kate Middleton was not awarded the same honour. It's important to note here that Diana's upgrade to princess was by name and not by title. You can only be a princess by title if you're born into it, so if your mother is a queen or your father is a king. Diana's parents were neither, but by marrying a prince, she was awarded the title. It is confusing, but the Queen made a ruling in the 1960s to allow for her son's children to also be called prince and princesses, but this isn't totally official. The Queen also allowed for great-grandchildren in the line for the throne to have the titles of prince and princess too, hence Princes George and Prince Louis and Princess Charlotte. As Prince Charles was the first in line to the throne when he first wed, his wife was made Princess of Wales. As Prince William was third in line to the throne on his wedding day, Kate was not titled princess. She may become the Princess of Cambridge or Wales if and when Charles becomes king. By marrying the 6th in line to the throne, Meghan, on the other hand, barring tragedy within the royal family, will never be named a princess. It is dubious as to whether her children will be prince or princesses either, because they're so far removed from the throne. Notedly, Camilla may not ever be named queen if and when Charles becomes king, because she is a divorcee. Usually, a king's wife is called queen consort. She may remain Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cornwall though. So we know that it's very unlikely, but what would it take for Meghan to become a queen? As the wife of an heir, Meghan has absolutely no claim to the line of succession and could never become a ruling monarch. She could never be the Queen of England. The best she could hope to be is queen consort if Harry were to become king, but at the moment that would mean the death or abdication of 5 people ahead of him, or more if Charlotte, George and Louis have children. Nobody has abdicated the throne since Prince Edward VIII in 1936, so really Meghan's rise to queen consort may be the result of a horrible tragedy to the rest of the royal family. Even if Harry was king, as a divorcee like Camilla, Meghan may not even be gifted with the title of queen consort. She may forever remain a duchess. Okay, but what if she was queen though, as unlikely it is ever gonna be? Well, if she was able to put whatever witchcraft or horrible tragedy that got her there behind her, she would be a pretty iconic and landmark queen. She would be the first ever American queen of the United Kingdom and the first ever mixed-race European monarch. This would hopefully have a very positive impact on social progression in the UK and beyond. It may ruffle a few feathers in the Church of England though. The Queen is head of the Church of England, but as we know from Meghan's wedding, her religious tastes are somewhat fierier than the arguably stuffy Protestant institution. Perhaps Meghan Markle would make Bishop Michael Curry the next Archbishop of Canterbury. If Meghan were queen, it would open the line of succession to further Americans, which would be divisive for the people of the UK, many of which would consider this an invasion. Maybe it would be, maybe it wouldn't be, but I imagine with an American queen, the special relationship between the UK and the USA would be a bit more, special. If an article by the Daily Mail is to be believed, and I mean, is an article in the Daily Mail ever to be believed, but nonetheless, Meghan may not actually have her sights set on the crown after all, but instead may be vying for the White House. Apparently, she expressed an interest in becoming President of the United States one day, although by marrying into the royal family, she may have scuppered her chances. As a British Duchess, she couldn't run, but I guess that's enough to mull over for now. What would happen if Meghan Markle was president sounds like it could be another ridiculous episode of Life's Biggest Questions. So, Meghan seems to be destined for duchessdom forever, but it ain't no thang. So long as her and Harry are in love, it really does doesn't matter what her title is, right? Nonetheless, do let me know whether or not you think Meghan should be a queen in the comment section down below. For now, I'm your host Rebecca Felgate. Thank you for joining us in this episode of Life's Biggest Questions. I'll catch you in the next video, but until then, stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.